Alright guys, so this is just going to be a basic how to, like, the way Squad War works. Had some questions from a guy who was relatively new to the game, and so I figured it'd probably be a pretty good idea to just do a quick little video about the basics of Squad War, how to make sure that you're doing everything you need to on the prep day. So we're going to go over that right now. So from your main base screen, down in the lower left, you're going to see the little Squad War icon. Now right now we're in preparation day, so it just says prepare. Once you actually get to war day, then you'll have a little number that hangs above that indicates how many attacks you have left of your 3 attacks. So we're going to hop into the Celeste now, and during preparation day it defaults to showing you your team's bases on Celeste. So here we go, we got everybody, and there we are. So you can click on anybody and go in, scout their base, check it out, see how their base is set up, to either get some pointers or maybe give pointers to other people depending on what your purpose is. And then in the lower left corner is where you can go in to actually edit your defensive outpost. And it's nice to have a different setup on your war base than your standard base, because on your war base you don't need to protect things like your all of your storages for loot and those sorts of things. Really you want to make it more centric to your headquarters and your squad center, and then with turrets surrounding them in some manner of fashion and whatever craziness you want to do with your walls and blah blah blah. But ultimately the main thing you want to protect is your headquarters. The loot buildings don't matter. Then over on the lower right corner you'll see right now it says show troops because I have already filled. If you have not requested troops specifically for your war base yet, it's going to say request troops. And during war you have a second set of troops. When you hit request troops from this button over here, then those troops are going to defend your base every single time you're attacked, and they never have to be refilled in war. Now when you attack in war, you're still going to request troops the standard way from your squad center on your main base request. Okay? But for the defensive troops, the troops that actually defend your war base, those are going to be done from right here. So you need to make sure you do that ahead of time. And when you request those troops in this, they're going to show up as a red troop request instead of just being the standard gray. And it's very important that you do not donate to those. Let the highest base people in your squad donate to any war troop request. That way you have the strongest troops in everyone's base. Now as far as standard troop requests not associated with war, feel free to donate. Anyone can donate to those, because if you only have a level 2 speeder and you donate it to someone, but their research lab has level 6 speeder, it will automatically upgrade that speeder to whatever they have. So the minimum anybody is ever going to have in their squad center is what they currently have their own troop upgraded to. Now the big advantage for a squad war, allowing the highest level bases to do all of the donating for the defensive troops, is if you get a higher troop, it stays the higher level. So for instance, if I'm donating level 8 speeders to everyone in their squad centers for war, then everybody has level 8 speeders. So that means even the guys that are at the lower end, these headquarters 3, headquarters 4 and 5, those guys are going to have level 8 speeders defending their base, which is what we want. So again, if the troop request is red, then that means it's for war, and you should leave it alone unless you're one of the higher bases in the squad. Now, during the preparation day, the things that you're going to want to try and get done, if you have them working, is your squad center, because that is paramount. But you should already have that done, because that's the first thing you do after you upgrade your headquarters. The next things that I would say are the most important are going to be shields and turrets. Walls you could probably slide in there too, but the shields and turrets really are going to probably make the difference more than anything else. So you have 24 hours preparation day. Anything that's done during preparation day will carry into the war day. If it doesn't get done on preparation day, then whatever the current level prior to the upgrade that's not finished is what appears during war day. And don't be afraid to upgrade stuff that you know is going to carry over into the actual like attack day of Squad War, because it will be active on your war base, even though it's not active on your standard base while it's being upgraded. So don't be afraid to upgrade anything during war. It's not going to affect you. The one or two exclusions to that are the Droid Echas. If you're upgrading your Droid Echa during war, then that means you can't attack with it. So it's usually a good idea to try and not do that during war. Now, that doesn't apply to a lot of people, especially not the Droid Echa Oppressor, because you don't even unlock that one until level 9. But the Droid Echa Sentinel you unlock at level 6. If you have a Droid Echa Sentinel, don't start an upgrade to it until you have completed all of your war attacks. Then you can go ahead and get it started. It will still be defending your base in the Squad War, but if you do it before you've used your war attacks, you won't be able to use it in those attacks. Also, the sort of addendum to that is if you have all of your droids busy during war, then you won't be able to repair your Droid Echa to use it on more than one attack if it gets destroyed on the first attack. So kind of keep that in mind. Maybe keep a droid free during the attack phase, during the attack day, until you've completed all your attacks, and then go ahead and do what you need to do with it. Now, once attack day rolls around, it's going to default to showing you the enemy bases. So during the preparation day, you can actually go into an enemy base and click on his buildings. Check the different levels that he has his buildings up to. Like this guy, this is exactly why I say do not rush your base. This is the number 3 guy in their squad, and he's a level 8 headquarters, a level 6 squad center. Here we have a level 3 shield. Oh, a level 5 shield. Wow, look out for that. Oh, 4, and then level 5 turrets. This base is severely rushed. We are going to steamroll this base. Do not rush your base. Anyways, back to the point. During preparation day, you can check out the people that you're thinking about attacking. You can actually come into their base. You can see what levels of what they have. You can go ahead and start to sort of plan your attack. How do I want to do this? And the first thing you should always do when you start dropping troops, what is in the corners? So like right now, this guy, he's just kind of got his base set up, hoping against hope that he doesn't get 3-starred and he only gets 2-starred, which is why he has this crap spread out all over the place. Now, that would be a decent strategy if he was a legitimate level 8 base and he actually had like level 8 turrets and things like that, but he doesn't. It's going to be relatively simple to just walk through all of his turrets, and especially like, look, he has what, one mortar and a bunch of rocket turrets. So I'm going to attack this guy, and I'm going to attack him with like almost nothing but rebels, because they're like it's just going to walk right through. It's going to be ridiculous. So, but I'm going to have to remember when I'm deploying, drop rebels in the corners on all of these little buildings that he shoved out and around, and it's going to be pretty easy to take care of. So before I do that though, I'm going to drop one rebel right next to his squad center to pull out anything that may be in his squad center. And then I'm going to drop a Fang on it, and all of his squad center defenses will be gone because he has mistakenly placed his squad center way to the outside. One more reason why you should have it to the inside, next to your headquarters, and preferably under shields, so that any troops that come out of it are protected by shields for a little bit. Moving on. During the attack phase, you're going to have 3 attacks for every war. Now, typically, you're going to start off, at least the way we do it in our squad, you're going to start off attacking the person that is 1 below you. So, for instance, on our team, Boogie is right here. So if you switch on over to the other team, then that means the first person Boogie should attack is this 544 Sith guy. Except that Boogie also knows he's going to take care of one of these planets. These planets up here give your squad a boost during the squad war. The little symbols mean the different things, but I can never remember what they are anyways. So for this one, it's going to give non-hero vehicles deal increased damage. The next one is non-hero infantry regenerate health. And then the last one is defensive outpost shield generators and Droid Echas have regenerative shields. So the first thing that's going to happen, and we always arrange it at the beginning of war, during the preparation day, we know which 3 people are going to be online in exactly 7 hours and 40 minutes, and they are going to take these planets immediately so that our squad has those boosts. Now the enemy squad has the option to take them back, except they're going to be 1 level stronger at that point. Which is why we also organize ourselves to know who is going to be retaking those planets, because if we take them first, now they're level 6. Then they take them back, they're level 7. If we take them back again, now they're level 8. And most of the time, at least in our experience, the enemy bases that we face are pretty weak and pretty rushed. So these guys, you know, they have 3 headquarters 8s, but none of their headquarters 8s are actually a level 8 headquarters and a level 8 base. Look, this is their top guy. Most of his turrets are level 6. He has a couple level 7s in there, and that's pretty much it. And his research lab, which is going to be the real indicator of what he's going to be able to retake, his research lab is only a level 7. So he has 0 level 8 troops, because obviously you can't have level 8 troops unless you have a level 8 research lab. So we feel pretty confident in this war, at least, that we're never going to have to retake the planets. But that doesn't mean we're not going to jump on them right away and at least make the enemy have to work harder to get them. So during the attack day, you have 3 attacks. First attack, attack the base below you. If you are the last person in the stack, then just attack the person straight across from you, because until we have like a full 15 super active people, there's pretty much always going to be somebody in our squad that's in war that is just not going to use their attacks. And as a result, they're going to get booted right after war. For your second attack, just kind of hold off. And at that, you know, when the war starts, there's going to be a lot of people online, so you can kind of ask, hey, what should I do at this point? And, you know, we'll give you some direction. You might run a second attack right away. Just kind of clear out some of the lower bases. Just sort of depends on what's going on specifically in that war. But you know, don't be afraid to converse with us. And then our squad specifically, we have our separate squad chat that we can hang out in. You know, when we're doing war, and I'm in there most of the time anyways. So feel free to pop in there whenever you want if you have questions or whatever the case may be. But I hope at this point that kind of answered most of your questions about the basics of the squad war. If you do have any more, feel free to hit me up. And if you're in my squad, you can hit me up in our chat, or you can hit me up in the game. If you're just a random viewer, please feel free to leave a message in the comments if you have some questions for me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.